Hi everyone, this is Melanie Smith from your 2019 Welcome Ambassadors. Thank you for joining us this week. We are going to be talking about how to switch to a new program, and today we have a special guest with us. His name is Tyler Hall, and he's a student success advisor at the Bisset Student Success Center. So we're going to hear a little bit about Tyler, and then he'll talk to us about how to switch your program.
Hi. Yeah, so my name's Tyler Hall, and like Melanie said, I'm a student success advisor with the Bisset Student Success Center. So my job is to make sure when you get to campus, you have support to make all of those changes and so you know who to see and help you out.
Can you tell us something about yourself? Are you from Halifax?
Yeah, I'm originally from a small town in Ontario. My parents were farmers, and I came to Nova Scotia 13 years ago and never left. I've fallen in love with the East Coast.
Okay, did you attend Dalhousie?
I did. I did my undergraduate in management.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so can you explain to students what your office does for international students, what type of services they offer?
So the Bisset Student Success Center has three main functions. So the first one is academic advising. So programs, courses, anything like that. Primarily we work with students in the Faculty of Arts and Social Science, the Faculty of Science, and the Faculty of Engineering. If students are in other faculties, we can definitely help them with the beginning steps, but they also have faculty advisors and they're really useful in that process. We have career advising, so if you're looking for a job, resume, cover letters, interviews, we have an amazing staff that helps students with that. And we also have studying for success, and that's tutoring and personal study coaches.
Okay, very good. Very wide range of programs. I'm sure students could benefit from, accessing those while they're here.
Yeah.
Can you briefly explain the process for international students to change programs?
Yeah, so when a student's thinking of changing programs, it's always good to meet with a student success advisor just to talk a little bit about why you might be changing. So, is the program not a good fit? Are you having trouble with the course, or is it something you just don't want to do? And if we explore that and find out, yes, another program might be better, which program? So if it's in arts, science, or engineering, we can help sort of with that whole planning process. But if it's a program outside of those three subjects, then we might have to refer you to one of their offices, and they'll help with that. Another really important member of the team is the registrar's office, specifically admissions. So when you change programs, you actually have to apply again, sort of like when you applied to DAL in the first place. So they will need to look at your marks, possibly from high school, possibly from DAL, and admission isn't guaranteed, so we need to make sure that you have the right courses and the right marks before you can transfer. So between us, the program advisors, and the registrar's office and admissions, those are going to be the three main groups that are going to help students transfer over.
Right. What have been the most common concerns that international students bring to you when they try to change programs?
Yeah, so a lot of it is just understanding the process. Because there are so many offices involved that I mentioned, it's sometimes hard for students to know where to start. And so I always recommend that the Bisset Student Success Center is a great place for any international student to come to find out where to go next. Changing programs can be a little complicated, so we want to make sure that you're going to see the right people. The International Center can also be a really good partner in that, because if you're changing programs, that might change the amount of courses you're taking, and that might affect study permits, or if you're hoping to do permanent residency. So it's really just making sure that they connect with someone as early as they can, and we can help support them with all the different offices on campus.
Right. Can you provide students with any additional advice that they may be aware of when you're doing this process?
Yeah, so I think a good thing to do is just really take some time and think about why you're making the change and why this new program might be a better fit. There's a lot of different options at DAL, and sometimes the right fit might be a program you haven't thought about. So taking some time to look at the different options is really great, and also not being afraid to ask for help. That's where we're in there. We're here to help students figure out what their strengths are, what their goals are, and a couple programs that can help with that is we have a program called Stay on Track, which is for all students, and it's a really great program to help figure out what your strengths are and how to keep you on the right track.
Right.
Yeah, we also have a program called Back on Track.
Okay.
And if students find they're struggling a little bit academically, which can happen if you're wanting to change programs, this program helps you get back on track. Yeah, and then Career on Track is a new one we have that can help with career planning down the road. So if changing programs is something you're interested in and that affects your career, then Career on Track could be good too.
Okay. What type of delay or frustration should students expect during this process?
Yeah, so like I said, it can be a bit complicated, and especially because there are many offices involved. It's good just to, it can take a little bit of time, but we're all really committed to making the process as easy as possible. So between ourselves, the new program, admissions, and maybe the International Center, there's a lot of people involved.
Right.
So it's not something that can happen automatically. So students should be prepared for, weeks sometimes for the process to happen, but we're here for them and we want them to have the best experience possible. So opening that communication early is always best.
Right. Oh, this is a whole lot of information.
It is a lot of
important
information. Yeah.
Students need to do. Thank you so much for all of this great advice. Do you have any final thoughts for students as they go through this process or about their experience here at DAL?
Yeah, so when I came to university, I was 100% sure I was going to be an architect. That was my goal, it had always been, and then I started getting to classes and not really feeling like it was a good fit, and it was a really scary time because I didn't know what to do. And it wasn't until I reached out to an advisor and sat down and really talked about why I didn't like architecture and what I might like instead. And then we were able to build a plan together. So it can be scary to go through this process, but if you have someone to go through with, you have a friend, a friendly face is so important. So reaching out and connecting with our center is so important, and that's what we're here for. So we're on the 4th floor of the Student Union building. Students can come up and see us, they can book an appointment through our front desk in person, they can call us, or even online. So we're really happy to help students. So reach out, connect, and we'll get through it together.
Okay, great. Can you also remind students of what services the Bisset does for newcomers?
Yep, for sure. So we have a couple orientation things to help students get ready for campus. So Start on Track Online is available now. We're also doing Start on Track on campus. So as part of International Orientation Week, the Friday afternoon, there's some time allotted for students to participate in our Start on Track on campus. So that's an optional event that students can go to.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Well, this has been very useful. A very useful discussion. We've covered quite a lot of topics and things that are useful for students. Thank you for watching our video this week. Remember that all the links we talk about is going to be in the video descriptions. Don't forget to like our video, to subscribe to our channel, and most importantly, send us your questions. We are here to help you. Thank you.